Would you like to plan a trip to Walt Disney World, but you're worried it might be a little too expensive? Well, I'm here to tell you that it can be done for a reasonable price. You have to stay away from certain things, and I'm going to tell you what those things are. If you're new to the channel, my name is Rich, this is Theme Park Motivation, and we like to save people money. We think that theme parks can be done at a reasonable price as long as you know the ins and outs of different theme parks. Rule number 1, stay away from any resort or hotel that Disney has to offer. They are some of the most expensive hotels in the area, and yes, they do have certain perks that go with them, but I don't think those perks outweigh the cost. So Orlando has some of the best hotel rates in the entire country. With everybody fighting for your business, there's no reason you can't get a hotel for less than $100 a night. Same goes with transportation. Rental cars are a dime a dozen. There are so many places that have cheap rental cars. We got this Nissan Rogue and it was around $19 a day, and that wasn't even the cheapest vehicle available. That being said, I'm not saying to rent a car because there's so many forms of transportation in the Orlando area. They have buses to get you to all the parks. A lot of the hotels offer transportation back from the airport to and from. These are all things that you have to do a little research on, but are all worth knowing and will save you a bunch of money. Ticket prices. When is the best time to go and visit Disney for a reasonable price? Well, the cheapest tickets that Disney has to offer are in the months of August and September. I would recommend getting a 2-day ticket late September. That way, the kids are back at school, and general rule of thumb is that's the best time to go to Disney. Disney is always busy, doesn't matter what time of year, so keep that in mind and plan accordingly. So Disney uses a dynamic pricing system which allows them to change the price from day to day. Keep this in mind, not every day is going to be the same price. You get the most value out of a 2-day ticket versus any other ticket that you buy from Disney. I recommend going to Magic Kingdom and then one of the other parks. Magic Kingdom offers the most bang for the buck, and it is the most expensive park to get into. Rule number 2, stay away from the Park Hopper Pass. Believe me when I say there is enough to do in any one of these parks that you can spend an entire day. For example, we just went to Magic Kingdom. We walked roughly 13 miles that day and still did not get every attraction done. Another thing to consider about the Park Hopper Pass is it takes roughly 45 minutes to an hour to get from one park to another, depending on the form of transportation that you choose to take. So that is very important. You are basically forfeiting an hour of your time to get to another park and experience that park the same day. Is the Genie Plus Pass worth the extra expense? My answer is absolutely. I would not even attempt to go to Disney without getting the Genie Plus Pass. It's fairly inexpensive, running roughly about $30 a person. The price varies from day to day, but if you do not have this pass, pretty much prepare to wait in line for 2 to 3 hours depending on the attraction. Is it affordable to eat at the park? Absolutely. I would say Disney has some great prices on just some of their regular dining options that they have. If you go to one of their restaurants that you have to book a reservation for, it's probably going to be very expensive and have a 60-day waiting list. All things to consider. You can find some really good food all around the park for a reasonable price. I'm not saying it's what you're going to pay at a restaurant, but for theme park food, food, the quality is excellent, and the price is not that bad. So I took the liberty of just showing you 3 places I highly recommend. All 3 of these places you can expect to spend $15 or less per person. So very inexpensive, great quality food. I really enjoyed all 3 of them. If you're finding any of this information to be helpful whatsoever, please consider giving this video a like. I really do appreciate it, and hopefully you consider subscribing to get more theme park information and tips and tricks to save you money. So you're probably wondering, what can my family of 4 expect to pay to go to Disney World for 2 days? Well, the prices range from right around $1,200 for a 2-day ticket all the way to $1,420, not including taxes. Disney World is so expensive. It is one of those trips that you do once every 5 or 10 years because it gets very pricey. We did 1 day there for 3 people, costing us $535. And in my honest opinion, this is the best route to go. Plan on going down to Disney, doing the park for 1 day, doing Magic Kingdom, getting the full Disney experience, and doing one of the other great amusement parks that are around the area that are running roughly a third the cost of Disney. You have SeaWorld, Busch Gardens Tampa Bay, you have Universal, of course you have the fun spots. Those are always fun for evenings after a full day at Busch Gardens or what have you. But there's just so much out there that I just recommend doing Disney for 1 day because it's so much walking and it will wear you out. Expect to walk anywhere from 10 to 15 miles for a full day at Disney. So I hope you found this information to be very helpful. These videos do take a lot of time, so any support would be greatly appreciated. If you don't mind hitting that like button, maybe consider subscribing. I hope you have a wonderful time at Disney. Make all those great memories with your families. It really is a special place. I want to thank everyone for watching. Have a great day.